Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Smackdown live review from September the 13th.
Yeah. Which they only mentioned a few times was live in Philly.
Yes, we must point out that it is live.
And in Philadelphia.
Yo.
Right, so
And we've kicked this one off with our new world champion.
yeah, the face that runs the place. And he will give us a new catchphrase momentarily as well. Yeah, he come out, started talking to the crowd, and then here's where it all started to go downhill. We had the return of the leader of the C Nation.
The Suck Up Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got going him credit. I didn't see this one coming. I thought he was going to go on longer.
Yeah.
But I was happy to hear the John Cena sucks chant going on.
Yeah, so Cena laying claim that he wants to reclaim the WWE Championship and become a 16-time world champion.
Ugh. I don't even want to think about it.
In all honesty, he doesn't need it, and he shouldn't do it.
No, God no, never.
Yeah, and then this promptly brought out Dean Ambrose, who basically tried to put Cena in his place, said, back of the line, I've got a rematch,
Yeah.
I'm having it first. And then here's where things got a little personal.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, Cena decided to bring up about Austin was right what he told you on your podcast. On these podcasts, you have dropped the ball and you've got lazy. And then Ambrose got really mad. Started laying into him, being a bit personal. He's saying you're a lazy part timer. You're just a glorified Hollywood part timer. You're great for going on the Good Morning shows and doing awards ceremonies and that, but you just can't get it done in the wrestling ring anymore. And in fact, he said you can even beat this chump at SummerSlam, pointing at AJ Styles.
Yeah, you see, if you've watched the Austin podcast, you would know he said that he's got a little bit of creative freedom when it comes to promos, because he don't like people telling him what to say. So apparently Vince has afforded him a level of creative freedom, which is good. The best promos are the ones that aren't written.
Yeah.
They're off the cuff.
Yeah.
And to me, I think he might have gone a tad too personal.
Yes, which is why he sort of inadvertently got cut off and Shane McMahon made his entrance.
Yeah. Because just as he was speaking, he got cut off.
Yeah, and then, long story short, we would see him at No Mercy. We're going to have a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. We're going to have John Cena, Dean Ambrose, and the face that runs the place, and the champ that runs the camp.
Oh my god.
AJ Styles.
Yeah. I find this funny that they've restored No Mercy back to its October place, which is where it always took place.
Yeah.
But yet Backlash is in September, where it should be in April.
Yep.
That's lazy booking.
So yes, and then after that, we then had a promo for someone who should have been debuting this week.
Wow.
Kurt Hawkins.
Hey.
He cut a few Chuck Norris style jokes about himself, and then he informed the WWE Universe it's time to face the facts.
Oh no.
So hopefully we're going to be seeing Kurt Hawkins next week debut.
I hope so.
Yeah. And then after that we had our We had our rematch from Backlash.
God.
Heel Usos
Oh dear.
versus the Hype Bros.
Oh no. It just gets worse.
This time, the Usos were all in white.
Oh, that's...
And Jimmy Uso sporting a red top.
Not exactly heel colours.
No.
And they still haven't changed their damn entrance video yet. It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to be
yeah,
honest right here. I didn't pay an awful lot of attention to this match because I didn't care who won.
No, I was kind of looking at my phone. I think I might have been on Angry Birds.
Yeah, shock horror. The Usos picked up the victory.
Yeah, of course they don't do the splash anymore because that's a fan favourite move.
Yeah.
So they put Zack Ryder in this leg submission, which doesn't really have a name yet.
Yeah.
And he tapped out.
Yep. And it just kept on getting better from there. We then had The Miz come out with his wife Maurice.
God damn it.
And just basically lay on about how much he's proven everybody wrong. He isn't a coward, blah, blah, blah. He beat Dolph Ziggler, blah, blah, blah. And then Dolph Ziggler come out and said that he's basically full of crap.
It's true.
Yeah. And then a few words were chucked backwards and forwards. And then our Smackdown general manager decided to get involved, Daniel Bryan. And he said, yes, Miz, you may have won, but your wife cheated to get you to earn that victory. You haven't proved anything.
No.
And just as Daniel walked down to the ring, the Miz and Maurice very quickly exited the ring, and then the Miz said, I don't have to prove anything to you or any of these people. You need to renegotiate my contract. I'm not defending or fighting until you sort this out.
It's such a BS thing to say. I mean, you can't go against the commissioner and general manager. They could just say, fine, we're stripping you of the title.
And you're fired.
And you're fired.
Yeah.
Basically. How can he hold them to ransom? Has he got like an incriminating photo of Daniel Bryan or something? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so and then surprisingly, we were due to have a match between Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, but shock horror, like many Baron Corbin matches, he attacked Apollo Crews before the match even started and beat him up outside the ring, and the match never got started.
Yeah.
But then we got introduced to SmackDown's latest signing.
Oh.
The real American Jack Swagger.
Yeah. It was
We, the people.
It was like his contract expired like 11:59 on Raw, and 12:01 SmackDown signed him.
Yeah, so he's jumped. He's the first one to jump ship.
Wow, that's historic. Maybe they'll start calling him the brand swapper.
So yeah, and and then he cut this off a promo basically saying, "You ain't seen nothing yet, Jack."
Oh God. Yeah, all throughout the night while all this was going on, we had various promos of AJ trying to find a tag partner.
Yes, because what we forgot to mention as well at the start of the show was Shane had made the main event for the show. It'd be John Cena and Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles and a partner of his choice, or he would be nominated one.
Yeah.
So first he tried getting Baron Corbin, and he was like, "No, go away.
I want the title."
Yep.
And then it was Kane.
Oh, yeah, the demon, the devil's favourite demon, and the face that runs the place, and the champ that runs the camp, AJ Styles. He was like, what a ring that's got to. That'd be brilliant. And Kane just laughed at him and walked off.
Yeah, 0 for 2.
Yeah, and then I think then was did he run into our general manager.
Yes.
And then Daniel was like, "Oh, I see you've been strong enough to get a partner tonight, AJ. But it's all right. We've nominated one for you." And it was none other than the man that got crushed by Braun Strowman a few weeks ago.
Oh, God.
James Ellsworth.
Yeah, the guy's about 100 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, just before we move on to the next match, we then had Becky Lynch come out, do a big promo about how proud she is to be the women's champion, and then she went on this whole thing about, oh, how great is it? First show since I've won the title, and Becky Balboa is in Philly.
Cheesy.
Yeah. And then we had a 5-way match.
A fatal 5-way.
To determine who will face Becky Lynch at No Mercy for the championship. And you had Naomi, Nikki Bella. Apparently she's been adopted now as the Harley Quinn of SmackDown.
Oh, that's
Alexa Bliss. Carmella. And why the hell not? Let's just chuck Natalia in there.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much their whole women's division in one go.
So the match was okay.
Yeah, well, again, as SmackDown matches generally are, this one wasn't afforded a lot of time. Very chaotic, lots of pinfalls being broken up.
Then in the end, Nikki went to do a move to Alexa in the ring. And Carmella hit her with a super kick, because we don't see about 10 wrestlers do that every week.
Ugh.
And then Carmella went to go for the pin, and Alexa quickly grabbed her, chucked her out of the ring. And very surprisingly, Alexa Bliss picked up the victory.
Yeah, new #1 contender, and it's good. I mean, you don't see new people getting a chance.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, most people are quite bored of, Natalia and Nikki being put in title matches. So, yeah, as you say, it's refreshing to see.
I mean, hopefully they do some good work. I mean, Naomi still needs to be booked better. It looks like Carmella and Nikki are still going to be continuing their little rivalry for a bit longer.
Yes.
So they have time to work on this whole women's division thing.
So, yeah, and then we had, I'd probably say, arguably the highlight of the night. We had Heath Slater sign his Smackdown contract.
Yeah.
And he's sporting a new T-shirt because he's not a free agent anymore.
Yeah.
He's got on the front, I got kids. And on the back, he's got, I need this job.
But that does lead to the question again, who now is the hottest free agent in professional wrestling?
I don't know. Maybe James Storm.
Del Rio?
Yeah, but then he's come out publicly said he's not going to exclusively sign for any company again. He'll just appear for companies here and there when he's available.
It's a long-standing question.
Yeah. And going back to the show, Heath was joined by his good buddy and his tag team partner, Rhino.
Yeah.
And he gave a shout out to his wife, Beulah.
Oh, dear.
And his 7 kids at home. I'm not even going to try to remember all their names, but the one me and Sam only ever remember is Roscoe.
I think there might have been a Heath Jr. in there somewhere. But I don't know.
Possibly.
7 kids? Jesus Christ. If he was over here, he'd be on benefits.
And he also announced to Beulah that they were moving. They're going to double wide, baby.
Oh, dear. Hopefully with an underground pool, not an above ground pool.
So, yeah. And then I think the emotions got to Heath a bit, and he said, look, we'll fight anybody, anywhere, any place, any time.
Yeah.
And that prompted someone's music to hit. And it was something we haven't seen much of in the last year. It was The Ascension.
Yes, another one of those tag teams that NXT made great and SmackDown and Raw just messed up.
Yeah.
If you watch any of their NXT run, they had a year run with the NXT tag titles.
Yeah.
And it was good stuff.
Yeah. So then Shane turned around and said, you know what? This is great. Let's have the match right now.
Yeah. Impromptu tag title match.
So yeah. This was an okay match. Again, didn't get a great deal of time to build anything, but Heath took a bit of a beating, and then Rhino come in and done a bit of demolishing.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in the end, the tag team champions picked up the victory.
Yeah. Rhino hit the gore and pinned Victor, I think.
Yeah. And that was the first title defense of the new tag champs.
Now, I can't say that I see this being a very long title run.
Now you feel they're just going to be holding it until the American Alphas are cleared to compete.
Yeah, I can see him dropping it to the heel Usos somewhere down the line. Because they were the ones that injured the Alphas.
So yeah, and then just before we get onto our main event, we had a segment involving the Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh yeah.
And he wanted to address Bray Wyatt. So it was just talking a bit of smack on Bray. And then we heard the inevitable Dad. And then Bray appeared on the Titantron, done his usual creepy segment and intimidation. And then we heard that twice. And then next thing we know, Bray was at ringside by the announcer table.
Yeah, he just appeared magically.
Yeah, and then I think he just started doing a bit of his hysterical laughing at him. Went black again a few seconds later. And then much to our surprise, Eric Rowan was standing behind Randy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he had split up from Eric Rowan.
Apparently not.
But no, Eric Rowan tried the sneak attack and, well, it didn't really work. RKO, not
I don't know.
Not completely out of nowhere, because we all saw it coming.
So, yes.
So I'm guessing they're continuing this for a little bit longer.
And then, main event time.
The main event Mafia?
So, we had John Cena and Dean Ambrose against James Ellsworth and AJ Styles. Now, AJ came out, done his entrance. He didn't look too enthused about the match.
No.
And then James Ellsworth come out. He got as far as the top of the Titantron. And then The Miz came out and started beating up on him.
Yeah.
And basically proclaimed he was taking James Ellsworth's place.
Yeah. Miz is the main event. He's in the match. And he threw this 100-pound jobber right off the stage.
Yeah, literally.
And I was like, yeah, well done, Miz. You beat up a guy who's... Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was the champions against AJ, against John and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, so this match was alright. Wasn't too bad. Obviously you were thinking in the back of your head how Dean and John gonna work together as a unit, as there was a lot of heat towards one another.
They got on okay.
Yeah, and much as we don't like the Miz, he's done all right in the match.
Yeah, Miz does what Miz does, I guess.
Yeah, so inevitably, John Cena and Dean Ambrose picked up the victory.
Yeah, which ended, as I remember it, with John hitting the FU on the Miz.
Yeah,
not the AA.
FU.
It's always been the FU. He can try and deny it, but it's always been the FU. And as he was celebrating,
he jumped off of the middle rope, turned around, and he got hit with the dirty deeds.
It's not the first time he's done it either.
No, and rather weirdly and surprisingly, as soon as he hit the dirty deeds, the crowd started booing Dean.
This has been coming for a few weeks. Over the last couple of weeks, the booing of Ambrose has become a bit more noticeable.
Yeah, so, I don't know, is there a way of turning Dean heel, or...?
I'll wait until you see next week, because Philadelphia is an odd crowd.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They do cheer different things.
Yeah.
So it ended with Dean standing tall, AJ on the ramp laughing, going,
AJ was very happy with that outcome, it's safe to say.
and Cena, as we like him, on his backside. And already this triple threat title match already looks better than what we got at Backlash.
Yes. Yeah. And that was Raw this week. No, Raw or Smackdown?
Smackdown.
Jeez. Been a long week.
Yeah, I know the feel.
So, yeah.
Have we got anything else to add?
No. We'll probably talk for about another half an hour about Delete or Decay, but that's a completely different side.
We'll save that for another one.
Yeah.
Okay, from your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Go to the Twitter at the Intellectual SOW. And we will see you on the next one. See you later.